policies of the Minnesota State High School League. We ask that all players, parents, fans, and officials demonstrate their best sportsmanship at all times. At Chaska High School, sportsmanship is an expectation. Together, let's build a tradition of excellence. Thank you, and enjoy tonight's game.
Tell me It's my house.
Fans, please direct your attention to the field as we honor the Chaska High School seniors on both the football team and cheer squads. The parents of our seniors have joined us on the field, so please help me cheer them on as I announce each and every one of them. We'll start with number 1, Nolan Kemp. He's a parents, Sarah and Chad Kemp. Next up, number 2, Braden Sanders. He's accompanied by his parents, Scott and Jill Sanders. Number 3 for the Hawks, Tyler Spielberger. He's accompanied by his parents, Kevin and Shelley Spielberger. Next up, Carter Miller. He's accompanied by Matt and Heather Miller, who is here with us tonight, no doubt, and lives on in all of our hearts. Number 5 for the Hawks, Christian Ralph. He's accompanied by Jenny McGinnis. Number 6, Brendan Sir. Brendan's accompanied by Helen and Chris Sir. Number 7, Trevor Otter. Trevor is accompanied by John and Carrie Otter. Introducing number 8, Colin Dussault. He's accompanied by Ryan Dussault and Christian Langeth. Next up, number 9, Ben Bovey. He's accompanied by Josh and Misty Bovey. Number 10 for the Hawks, Ben Sampson. He's accompanied by Greg and Sarah Sampson. Next up, number 11 for the Hawks, Jack Boyle. He's accompanied by Mike and Nancy Boyle. Number 12, Cale Deschnau. He's accompanied by Beth and Chris Deschnau. Number 13, Max Hatfield. He's accompanied by Chris Hatfield and Jody Hatfield. Next up is number 17, Aaron Hogland. He's accompanied by Kelly and Dan Hogland. Next up, number 22, Caden Rector. He is accompanied by Keela and Ellen Rector. Next up, number 23 for the Hawks, Aaron Nash. Accompanied by Terrence and Erica. Next up, number 30, Carter Benson. He's accompanied by Kristen Kohler and Nick Benson. Next up, number 49, Steve LaCroix. He's accompanied by Paul and Karen LaCroix. Next up, number 55, Kelso Alvarez Ibarra. He's accompanied by Valentine and Erica Alvarez Ibarra. Next up is number 56, Evan Cummings. He's accompanied by Sonia and Eric Cummings. Next up is Sebastian Chalico Artiga. He's accompanied by Adela Chalico and Omar Chalico. Next up, number 58, Ryan Mercer. He is accompanied by Matt and Yvonne Mercer. Next up, number 62, Jack Strand. He's accompanied by Molly Strand. Next up is number 72, Connor Paulson. He's accompanied by Travis Paulson and Melissa Paulson. Next up is number 76, Colton Rada. He's accompanied by Michelle Rada. Next up is number 52, Zaki Omar. He's accompanied by Marian Abdi. And from the cheerleading squad, we have with us Danny and Dania Hughes, accompanied by De'Ara Hughes. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2021 senior class.
I don't think there's really one moment that starts a comeback. We have the ability to overcome anything as long as we're surrounded by the right people.
I need a good group of people to trust, to work on my body.
I'll be back and I'll be stronger than ever.
I go, who are you? He goes, I'm the guy that's going to save your life.
Comebacks imply returning to where you once were. I want to go where I've never been.
Why is everything at Qdoba so good? Because we grill it, slice it, smash it, spice it, shred it, flip it, squeeze it, dip it, braise it, melt it, and saute it. Pour it, cook it, eat it, ate it. Roll it, cut it, mix it, roast it, press it, dice it, top it, smoke it, build it, salt it, pit it, scoop it, fresh it, toss it, and we do it in-house every day at Qdoba.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter.
And I'm Jan Rome of the Rome team. Last year, we were able to help our clients 72 times buy or sell their homes, bringing them to their next real estate chapter.
Sometimes people ask us how we do that. We listen closely to all of our clients, of course, whether they're buyers or sellers, so that we know what their goals are. When you're a seller, we partner with you, come to your home, do a marketing analysis, marketing plan, and help you prepare your home for success. Let us know if we can help you.
Soar Hawks!
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Thanks to your support, you've helped make MyPillow become one of the fastest growing companies in America. I'm interrupting this commercial right now. Retailers have canceled MyPillow, and to thank you for your support, I'm going to pass the savings directly on to you. Go to MyPillow.com right now to get deep discounts on all MyPillow products. For example, you can get my premium MyPillows, regularly $69.98, now just $29.98, the lowest price ever.
Swagelok of Minnesota, North Dakota, and Appleton are proud supporters of Chaska Hawks football. At Swagelok, our solutions are designed to perform under pressure, just like our Hawks football teams. We congratulate the Chaska Hawks on their 2019 state championship and wish them the best of luck this season.
Schramm House overlooks downtown Chaska and Athletic Park with a variety of indoor and outdoor seating with food and drink. Stop by before or after the game. They have an on-site kitchen with pizzas, Bavarian pretzels, and other delicious food. They're also the perfect venue for your next business or family event. That's Schramm House in Chaska.
Need a new driveway, sidewalk, or patio? Jensen Decorative Concrete has hundreds of colors and patterns to choose from. Call Jensen Decorative Concrete now through Wednesday and get free stamping with the purchase of a colored concrete project. 952-210-2692.
Opportunities come, right? We seize it. We take the opportunities. Work your tails off all summer long. Challenges come up, opportunity, respond. Right? Did it in the summer, did it in the weight room, did it in 2 days, did it in practice. Everything we've asked you to do, you've done. Let's go! Nothing's going to be given to you tonight. You take it. You got an opportunity to make a tackle, make the tackle. Make the catch. Make a block. Get in the end zone. Right? Tonight, as a team, we go out and we freaking take it. Let's go take it.
Welcome to Chaska High School Wednesday night football here with MEA week underway. Chaska hosting St. Louis Park for the final game of this regular season here. Ryan, Paul, Mike Schmid with you here on a rare Wednesday night game, but an always fun one. Rain's looking like it's going to hold off. Hopefully we stay dry here tonight, but this is going to be a good matchup.
Yeah, it really is. Coming into this week, I wasn't sure what to expect. Obviously, St. Louis Park showing us something last week with the win over Waconia, come from behind fashion. So I think we might have a good one on our hands here tonight, Ryan.
Waconia 2 weeks ago, Armstrong,
Yes, thank
Armstrong last week, but it's been a couple weeks since we've been here at home, and Chaska's stayed at 7-0, hoping to complete the 8-0 perfect regular season here tonight. And St. Louis Park's going to pose a good challenge, coming in at 5-2 overall. They beat Waconia by 1 last week in dramatic fashion, 29-28. The two losses for the Orioles this year were at Simile and at Holy Angels, so struggled on the road so far for St. Louis Park, but Chaska is going to be a challenge here in the last week of this regular season, coming in perfect so far.
Yeah, I don't know if they've seen a team like the Hawks. Like I said, I'm kind of unfamiliar with Simile and a little unfamiliar with Holy Angels as well, the two teams that they lost to, but they clearly played Waconia really tough. So, I mean, they should be at our level. Watching them in pregame, Will Dvorak looked impressive. Their quarterback as well, and their line was very big. So it'll be a good one.
We're under the canopy up here, well above the press box at Chaska High School tonight. Hopefully we don't become affected by the rain that is impending, but if we do run into some technical issues, we will be sure to alert you of that. But our producer Brett Johnson's on the controls tonight, and he always does a great job. So not anticipating any issues, but just to let you know, we do have some weather in the area. Just about ready to kick things off. Chaska will kick to St. Louis Park. St. Louis Park will defend the south end zone with the wind in their favor here in the first quarter. Wind blowing out of the southeast. So Chaska will be going into the wind on offense for the first quarter.
Yeah, it's kind of swirling up here a little bit, Ryan. It's making it extra cold on us. So if anyone wants to bring up some hot chocolate, that would be appreciated. It's, can't complain that we did get a little soft last year when we were down in the booth, but
yeah.
You know what? There's nothing like hearing the crowd live and being in the elements.
Yeah, moderate crowd tonight. Good showing from the students, though, as has been all year. Obviously, the weather maybe keeping some fans at home. If you have decided to tune in with us tonight, we appreciate you joining us. Again, Ryan, Paul, Mike Schmid with you here. Chaska High School. It's the final week of the regular season. Chaska and St. Louis Park are just about ready to get underway. Krause boots it for Chaska, and we're playing football on Wednesday night. It's a fair catch hauled in by St. Louis Park's 81, Ben Farley, and the St. Louis Park Orioles will take over just around their 25-yard line.
Yep, good job there by Nevin. Chaska likes to implement the pooch, forcing that fair catch there down around the 25-yard line. Good job by the Hawks. Now, let's see how they handle this challenge of Will Dvorak, the third-year starting quarterback.
Dvorak, we saw him last year on the season so far, 54% through the air, just under 1,400 yards, averaging right around 200 yards per game through the air, has 13 passing touchdowns. So St. Louis Park, a team that likes to throw the ball. We'll see if the somewhat wet conditions will affect that tonight. Dvorak's in the shotgun. Deontez Ross split out to his right. They'll go to the air for the first play from scrimmage, and it's hauled in by Brady Walsh, their top wide receiver. 27 catches on the year for Walsh, and make it 28 with that one here on first down.
Yep, quick 8-yard hitch there, getting the offense in motion. It'll be interesting to see what Chaska's coaching staff does. Are they going to get aggressive in trying to get after Dvorak, move him off his spot, or are they going to sit back and max coverage?
Just underway here from Chaska High School, Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Deontez Ross Jr. gets the call here on second down. Ross on the year, 689 rushing, 3 touchdowns, 4 fumbles, just over 100 yards per game, but this one is enough to move the chains for St. Louis Park, a fresh 4 for the Orioles.
Yeah, Ross is a big boy. His MO is kind of getting downhill and between the tackles. He does have good feet, but he's probably about 230, 240 playing running back.
Shotgun snap to Dvorak. He airs it out once again to the sideline. Brady Walsh hauls it in, according to the line judge, and it's a gain of about 7 or 8 for St. Louis Park. So 3 productive plays for the Orioles from scrimmage so far.
Yeah, there's that 8-yard hitch again. Chaska's going to have to do something, maybe switch up the coverages, go to more of a cover 2 so they can try to sit underneath that hitch. We'll see how they adjust going forward.
Senior parent night before the game tonight, always a great scene. We'll chat a little bit more about that later. Walsh, the intended target deep, but Dvorak just overshot him. Would have been a 40-yard gainer, but falls incomplete just over the head.
Yeah, Dvorak threw a decent ball there, just got out a little bit in front of his wide receiver. Good coverage by Rector as well. The DBs for the Hawks are going to be, they're going to have to pack a lunch today. The wide receiving core for the Orioles is really strong. We mentioned Dvorak's arm, obviously. And then if Ross can get to the second level, tackling him is not going to be fun. So let's see how the DBs react.
3rd and 3 for Park. The Chaska students on their feet. Marcus Hosfield in motion left to right. Hand off to Ross. Ross stretching for the line. It's going to be close. I think he got it.
Looks like they're going to give it to him.
Yep, and they do. It'll be a first down for St. Louis Park. So 2 carries for a first down so far for Deontez Ross, who was successful last week on the rush attack against Waconia. 21 for 207 and 2 touchdowns last week for the St. Louis Park senior.
Yeah, I mean, it's especially impressive going up against Waconia. You know, they held Jack Boyle in check for most of our game against them. So Ross being able to rip off 200 is, wow.
Dvorak rolling out to his right, finds Ross through the air, evading a tackle and heading out of bounds across the 50-yard line. Deontez Ross gains of about 7 yards.
Yeah, Chaska's defense is going to have to start playing a lot better, specifically in the early downs here. Giving up 6, 7, 8 every first down is not a recipe for success. They are forcing the Orioles to kind of nickel and dime it down the field, avoiding any big plays, but when you give up that much yardage on first down, you really put yourself in a hole.
Already 3 first downs for St. Louis Park on this first drive. 2nd and 4 here, and Dvorak's pass is just out of the reach of Stanley Rigatuni on the far side.
Yep, they're looking for that hitch again. It looks like Rigatuni ran it at about 10 to 12 yards instead of the 8 that the first 2 plays hit for, and that's why the pass was there. And with those short, quick passes, Dvorak's really looking for a spot more so than he is his wide receivers, and if they're not going to be there, then pass isn't going to be completed.
Walsh split out wide, bottom of your screen. 3rd and 4. Option, Dvorak keeps. Dvorak across the first down. Across the 30 to the 20. Dvorak looking for the goal line, and he's in. It's a St. Louis Park touchdown. Will Dvorak, 46 yards for the score, and St. Louis Park's on the board.
Yeah, I think this is the first time Chaska's trailed all year. We mentioned it pre-game. Will Dvorak, we saw him last year. Last year he was throwing the ball all over the field to his brother. He's a true dual threat quarterback. He can throw it, he can run it, and he showed it there.
The Orioles, who went 1-5 last year and were routed by Chaska on opening night, coming out here strong, showing their new look team. Extra point pending from Nick Kent. The snap's good, and the kick is up and through. So Nick Kent, after the extra point, it's Will Dvorak who comes out on the opening drive, goes through the air, and then takes it in himself from 46 yards for the touchdown.
You know, if you're Chaska, that's the last thing you want to see. Obviously, anytime a team comes in and plays here at the Hawks Nest, they know that they're going to be in for a long night. Getting an early touchdown really, helps them settle them down, gives them a little confidence boost, and hopefully Chaska can right the ship here. A nice long drive or a quick score would do the trick. Meanwhile, on the sidelines, the defense is kind of trying to figure out exactly what happened there. This is the first touchdown they've given up in a while. Chaska's kick return team is on the field. Dussault and Miller are deep. Looks like Sewer and Reese Turner are the upbacks. Keep a watch out here for an onside kick as well. The Orioles were able to recover one last week against Waconia.
Nick Kent will boot for St. Louis Park. 9:44 to go. We don't have a clock on the screen for tonight just due to the weather. Obviously, you can probably hear the wind gusting in our microphones. And St. Louis Park will boot it deep. Kent will send it for Carver Miller, who will have a chance to return it. Miller fields from the 15, spins off a tackle, up to the 30, Miller to the 35, and he's finally wrangled down at the 37-yard line. A good return for Carver Miller.
Yeah, it was a great return by Carver. Number 44 for St. Louis Park. Huntley had him dead to rights around the 15-yard line. Carver was able to spin off that hit and get it all the way out to the 36. That's a nice start for the Hawks.
The Crooked Bank Craft Beer Bar offers a complete menu for lunch and dinner. Don't miss our weekend brunch and kids meals. We feature the best Lucy's, tater tots, and pub tacos. We're located in the Chaska Curling and Event Center. It's the perfect night for your family or friends after a big win. Don't forget to wear your Hawks gear and get a 10% discount at the Crooked Pine. Handoff, Jack Boyle from scrimmage on the first play. Boyle, who's got a lot of calls so far this year, Mike,
yeah.
And he's rightfully so. 158 carries for 961 yards tonight. So Jack Boyle looking to go over 1,000 yards on the season rushing. 14 touchdowns, though, for the Chaska senior through 7 games.
It's 900, which is a huge number, but it feels like more, honestly, Ryan. It's, the coaching staff trusts him. He doesn't put the ball on the ground. They just feed Boyle.
40 carries last week in Armstrong. He gets the call here once again on second down. Up the gut, maybe gained a couple. See, that's the thing, though. When you have a runner as successful as Boyle's been, teams are gonna know what's coming up. So it's important for your outside guys and other offensive threats to get going.
Yeah, the threat's got to be there more than anything else. Like a couple productive plays might be all it takes in order to really get this offense going on the outside, just because it opens everything up for number 11 as well as Turner as well as Nash up the middle. I'd expect Chaska to, with the weather, to maybe go with more heavy sets, which is what we've seen so far.
3rd and 4 for the Hawks. Sanders will go through the air. Sanders rolling out near side under pressure. Hit as he throws, and it's out of bounds. Looking for Carver Miller on the near side. Sanders was wrapped up as he threw. Good pressure applied by Marshawn Dunlap on defense, and Chaska goes 3 and out.
Yeah, tough opening drive. Boyle wasn't able to get it going, and then they, with 3rd down and 6 versus 3rd down 2-3, which this offense has typically seen, it makes it a lot more difficult. They had to go through the air. Sanders was rushed off his spot, and they weren't able to complete the pass.
Hawks lining up for a punt. Schaefer will do the kicking for Chaska tonight.
Something that's popped up, Caleb Schmidt's taken over the long snapping duties. He's done a great job the last 3 or 4 games.
Good snap. Schaefer's kick is up. It's a good one. Backing up is Riganuti. Riganuti fields it at the 15, skips across the 20, and he's barreled down at the 25. And St. Louis Park once again will have a chance to start their offense from the 25-yard line.
Yep, same starting spot here. Good punt there by Schaefer. Good coverage as well by the Hawks to get down there and make that tackle. Let's see if the defense can come out with maybe a different game plan. Maybe they come a little heavier off the edges instead of sitting back in that max protect. I'd expect to see a lot of cover 2 from our corners, maybe getting underneath, and just trusting our safeties deep to handle anything over the top.
If you're just joining us, welcome to Chaska High School. Each team's had a possession with the football. St. Louis Park scored on their first. It was the quarterback Will Dvorak rushing into the end zone from 48 yards out, and Chaska went 3 and out on their first drive. So the Orioles with the ball back here at the 25-yard line. Handoff Zontez Ross. Stopped at the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1.
It looks like the entire D-line was in there as well as Max Hatfield. Hatfield's going to have to be a stud out there today with Ross's size, and he's just so tough to bring down. Hatfield a little undersized as a middle and inside linebacker, but he never shies away from contact. Watching those two will be a good battle today.
You mentioned Max Hatfield. He leads the team in tackles, has 24 more than anybody else. 64 total tackles for Hatfield on the year so far. A lot of time for Dvorak. He finally dumps it off to his running back option, Ross. And Ross scampers up ahead for a gain of a couple, up to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, this is what we're more accustomed to seeing. 3rd down and 7, 3rd down and 8, versus the 3rd down and 2, 3 the Orioles were able to get in their first drive. This is where Chaska can kind of pin their ears back, maybe bring in a pass rushing specialist as a D end and get after the quarterback. We know Dvorak's mobile, so only rushing 3 big heavies is not going to get home. He moves so well within the pocket that Chaska's going to have to bring maybe a linebacker or 2.
6:44 to go, first quarter from Chaska High School. Chris Walker split out near side, the junior. They hand it off, though, once again to Ross. Ross breaks free from the original line. It's going to be close. I think he's short. No, they're going to give him the first down. That's a bit of a generous spot there. Obviously, we don't have the vantage point all the way over here, but it's a first down for St. Louis Park, and Deontez Ross's 3rd run for a first down so far tonight.
Yeah, we mentioned it earlier. The DBs are going to have to go low on Deontez Ross. He's just too big to bring down in the open field on your own unless you're playing, with really good pad level and discipline.
Fresh set of downs for the Orioles. 6:32. Dvorak looking to throw. Lots of time once again. Finally, Hatfield chases him down. Check that, it was Rolf who was chasing him down, and it's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, Chaska kind of got away with one there. There was just too much time for Will Dvorak. Like I said, he's so mobile, getting home with 3 pass rushers, especially 3 D linemen that don't move as well is going to be extremely difficult. So he moved the pocket there, bought himself some time, and just wasn't able to complete the pass.
2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, play action. Check that, it's quarterback keep. Dvorak up the middle, gain 1.
Yeah, Chaska was able to sniff that one out. Just a simple read keep. Dvorak got eaten up around the line of scrimmage, was able to fall forward for 1. He looks like he might be hobbled a little bit. Nope, he's okay. Ross is coming back in, but we got the 3rd and 9. This is a good situation for the Hawks.
Chaska hosted St. Louis Park on week 1 last year, the COVID year. Will Dvorak had a quality performance in that game, even though the team didn't help him out much. But he's been an impressive starting quarterback here for the last couple years for the Orioles. 3rd and long. See what he dials up here in a long yardage situation. He's under pressure, looking to throw, rolling out weak side, and it's batted down. Nice play made by Caleb Rector, the junior D lineman, to bat that one down, and it brings up 4th down.
Yep, great job there by the Hawks to force the 4th down. Rector getting home on Dvorak finally. Rector, as a freshman, he was the fastest kid on our team. He also played D tackle and guard, so it just kind of shows what kind of athlete he is. And great job there by Brandon Seward to peel off back into coverage to be able to create that pressure.
See those great big arms of Rector batting down the pass. St. Louis Park will punt. That's a false start. Ben Farley in motion jumped a little early, and it'll make this punt 5 yards more difficult for St. Louis Park. Chaska going to benefit on the field position here.
Yep, 5 yards might not feel like that much, in the grand scheme of things, but just it gives a Carver Miller a little bit more room to operate, and we saw how good he is with the ball in his hands on that last kick return. Could have got another false start there, I believe, Ryan.
The Zach Helfman punt is away, and diving for the fair catch is Carver Miller at the 40-yard line. So good field position coming up for Chaska, and it does give us a second to remind you that for more than 60 years and 3 generations, the Cotterman family has given your family the highest quality orthodontic care. At Cotterman Orthodontics, you're not just getting a new smile, you're joining our family. Call today for a free consultation at one of our offices in Plymouth, Maple Grove, Orono, or Chaska. That's Cotterman Orthodontics, proud sponsor of Chaska football. So here come the Hawks back out for their second possession, went 3 and out in their first try. Sanders calls Miller in motion. Option, give it off for Carver Miller. Miller has a blocker ahead, that's DeSalt. Miller across midfield up to the 40-yard line where he's finally brought down. Tackled there by Ezra Hudson, but Carver Miller for 20 yards on this first play from scrimmage for Chaska on this possession.
Yeah, that was the first time we've seen Chaska in their lighter set on offense with the 2 spread wide receivers, one including Carver Miller. Chaska used motion there to get a little, over rotation there by the Orioles, and they were able to take advantage of it to the wide side with Carver Miller creating 20-yard play.
Chaska moves the sticks up across and flips the field to the 40-yard line. 3 in the backfield, Sanders, Miller, and Boyle. Broken play. Sanders thought there was a handoff. Boyle was up the middle for a lead block, and Sanders is forced to fall into the field position.
Yeah, it looks like Sanders was looking for a quick slant on the outside edge. Boyle was coming up to block, and there was a little confusion. They ran into each other, unfortunately. Looks like Boyle's getting a little talking to on the sidelines after that little gaffe.
Yeah, on the Crooked Pint Alehouse replay, it definitely was a broken play. Sanders still looks a little confused here at the play call, getting instructions from the sideline. Chaska goes 4 wide here, 1 in the backfield. That's Reese Turner. In motion is Ben Sampson. Sampson the catch, and he's blown up in the backfield.
Yep, quick pass to the short side. It's always kind of a more dangerous play. You might end up going backwards just because you don't have a lot of real estate to work with. Good job there by the Orioles in their pursuit. Not much Sampson could have done there.
So after the 20-yard gainer from Miller, Chaska backs up 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 16. Long way to go here for Chaska.
Ryan, a lot of times, like early in games, offensive coordinators will call those short side passes, knowing they might not have a ton of success, but it does set up plays later on in the game.
Yep. So 3rd and long. Boyle, shotgun snap, rolling out wide side, looking to throw across his shoulder. He's under duress. Sanders gets rid of it, finds Carver Miller. Look at this. Going to be just shy of the first down, or is it going to be a first down? What a play. Scrambling. Braden Sanders finds Carver Miller, and it's a Chaska Hawks first down, gain of 16. Really impressive play from the Chaska seniors.
Yeah, those trips on the top side of your screen there to the left. Sanders rolls over there, recognized there wasn't anything, was able to keep the play alive because he's such a good athlete, came running back across the side of the field, and it turned into one of those no, yes plays there for the Hawks as they're able to gain that first down.
Threw that ball 40 yards across the field.
And across his body.
Found Miller streaking, and it's a first down for Chaska. So Carver Miller 36 yards on this drive, responsible for both of Chaska's first downs, but give Braden Sanders a lot of credit on that one. That was a heck of an athletic play. Chaska will hand off here on first down, gain of about 5, and bring up 2nd and manageable.
You have Reese Turner up the middle there. He's able to hit 1 or 2 jump cuts and then get downhill for 4 yards. It's a good start for the Hawks. That's exactly what they need to be doing. 4 or 5 on the first down, 4 or 5 on the second down, and then take care of whatever's left with that heavy set package.
2:10 to go, first quarter from Chaska High School. Ryan, Paul, Mike Schmid with you here. Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network, final game of the regular season here. Aaron Nash, the ball carrier here on 2nd down, good for a gain of a couple.
Nash was right there. He slipped 1 more tackle, and he's got 6. Good run up the middle there, though.
That's what you like to see from Chaska, involving both running backs, both secondary running backs in this possession, giving Boyle some time to rest. No doubt going to use the ground game a lot. Chaska packs it in deep. Boyle in the heavy set. Boyle takes the direct snap and gets the first down and more up to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like the ball might have ended up on the ground there, but the Hawks were lucky enough to recover. We'll see a lot of more Nash tonight, with Reese Turner really playing a big role in the pass rush on defense. They like to give him as many breathers as possible, keep him fresh for late in the game so he can get after the quarterback, specifically a quarterback as accurate and mobile as Dvorak.
1 minute, 10 seconds to go first quarter. Temperature dropping here, getting chilly up high above Chaska Stadium. Sanders hands off Nash. Nash running low. That's something you like to see. Aaron Nash is not the biggest, the tallest kid on the field, but that gives you an advantage. You can get low and run through some of those tackling lanes.
Yeah, Nash is about, I think he's listed as 5'10". He's probably all of 5'7", and he goes about 190. He's just like, he's kind of that prototypical, you know, small, compact running back, and he got the job done there.
5'8", 195 is he's listed on our card. 23 Aaron Nash, senior. Under 30 seconds to go here, first quarter. Sanders takes a snap, hands off once again for Nash. Nash lowers his shoulder, gets the first down up to the 5-yard line.
Good job there by Nash again, moving the sticks. The Hawks have a first down on the Orioles 6-yard line, so that's a good start. Let's finish this drive strong as the quarter's going to come to an end here.
After one quarter, Chaska trails St. Louis Park 7-0. Will Dvorak responsible for the only points of the game. A 46-yard touchdown run from the St. Louis Park quarterback. But Chaska's knocking on the door here after 12 minutes of play. Gives us a chance to thank Unrestricted Marketing, Mike Boyle and the great team at Unrestricted Marketing. Big thank you from the Hawks. Whether it's developing a brand strategy, creating digital content, or designing and managing promotional apparel, Unrestricted Marketing will deliver an unparalleled, unabashed, and unbelievable experience. Go to www.unrestrictedmktg.com. Also like to thank the Chaska-Chanhassen Football Association for being a proud sponsor of our 2021 football program. CCFA serves our youth in grades 4 through 8. If you have a child interested in learning more about football, please visit chaskafootball.com to learn more. We wish the players good luck and a great season, Soar Hawks. So Chaska on the 5-yard line here. Yes, 5'6", long 5. Moving south to north now. Jack Boyle, heavy set. 10 in the box for Chaska, and Boyle's in for the touchdown. Jack Boyle, a 5-yard touchdown haul. Puts Chaska on the board.
Yeah, that's just Chaska going back to what works. They go into their heavy set. The two up backs, Parker LeVar and Reese Turner, do a great job of leading through the hole, and Jack Boyle's able to knife through the defense and get 6. Getting Chaska kind of right. You know, after that opening drive, they kind of struggled a little bit. Defense gave up a big play. They came out back and went 3 and out. Great job there by the defense to get the ball in the offense's hands and the offense to finish.
Senior Nolan Kemp kicking for Chaska tonight, up and good. So this one's tied at 7, just seconds into the second quarter. The Hawks score. Jack Boyle, a 5-yard touchdown run. His, what is that? His 15th touchdown of the season it is. And Chaska ties this one up at 1 score apiece. Thanks to the folks at Caliber Collision, located at 1324 Crystal Lane in Chaska, for their support of Hawks football. With 32 locations in the metro area, Caliber Collision is there to handle any of your collision repair needs and to restore the rhythm of your life. Visit www.calibercollision.com for a full menu of services and locations.
Big deal there for Jack Boyle to go in and get 6 there. He's had a rough start to the game with the, he ran the wrong play earlier, causing the sack in the backfield, and then he put the ball on the ground. Chaska was lucky enough to recover it, but it's good to see Boyle get back in there and finish.
Nevin Krause, the sophomore, will pooch it to the far side. Fair catch hauled in at the 31-yard line by St. Louis Park, and they'll take over from there for their third possession. Just 11:55 to go in the first half.
Let's see if we can get a 3 and out here. It'd be a really big deal to get the Hawks offense back out there with some time to work here in the second quarter. Hopefully we can go and get a lead. It's going to be tough, though. Obviously, Dvorak's done a good job of moving the ball so far. They just got to maintain that pocket, force him in there, and force him to deliver, tough passes into tight windows.
First and 10, 31-yard, check that, 29-yard line. Bad snap. Chaska's giving chase. Dvorak falls on it at the 8-yard line. That was nearly a big trouble for St. Louis Park. Well, I guess it is big trouble because it backs them up 23 yards, but it's a big loss for St. Louis Park.
Chaska's so good on defense that you can't give them anything. You know, you have to execute on every single play. If a play is, you know, if you just get back to the line of scrimmage, that's basically a loss against this defense with how deadly they've been. So losing 23 yards at this point, it's just kind of move the ball out of your area and hopefully avoid complete disaster.
2nd and 29, another high snap. Dvorak will keep it himself this time, has a couple lead blockers. And Nolan Kemp sheds his block, though, to force him out of bounds. So after just a gain of a couple, Nolan Kemp makes a nice defensive play.
Yeah, Nono is one of the best tacklers on the team, let alone as a DB. You know, he's just got that short, stockier build. He likes to get downhill, and he's definitely not afraid to hit anybody. He did a good job there maintaining outside discipline, forcing Dvorak closer to the sidelines, then he came down and make the play.
Dvorak,
good job there.
73 rush attempts on the year, 271 yards, 3 touchdowns, 4 fumbles though. So we've seen him rush a couple times. Obviously has that touchdown, so 4 touchdowns on the season. Looking to go through the air once again. Strike delivered to Brady Walsh, his top target. Walsh is up to the 27-yard line rather, short of the original line of scrimmage. There's an injured Hawk on the field. 75. Preston Lorenz is down for Chaska. We're going to step aside for a second here and be right back when Lorenz is back up on his feet. Preston Lorenz, thankfully, is back on his feet. Wishing all the best for Preston Lorenz, Chaska Jr.
Yeah, but it looks like he just got maybe a helmet in his lower back. He was able to roll over and then kind of get up on his own, and looks to be okay now.
St. Louis Park punting here on 4th and long. Great punt. This one takes a St. Louis Park bounce, fielded by Miller. Miller breaks free through the first line. Miller up across the 40 to the 45. And it's yet again another successful return for the Chaska senior, Carver Miller.
Yep, great job that Ryan Miller, making the first guy miss yet again, and then getting downhill. Kick by number 15. It looks like that's Helfman. Was a good kick. It might have been it was a little low line drive though there, Ryan. It was deep, but it allowed Miller a little room to operate, and he's always deadly anytime he gets that.
Temperatures dropped significantly here in the last couple minutes. 54 degrees is the current temperature, but wind definitely affecting that, as I'm sure you can hear. 10:24 to go here, first half. Sanders Pitch to Boyle. Boyle up across the 48, and he stopped just short of midfield. So gain of a couple once again for Jack Boyle. That's something we've kind of been Jack Boyle's MO this year, has just been the ground and pound. He gets the touchdowns on those short gainers, but you don't see Jack Boyle break a ton free. It's really just a ground and pound gain of 3, 4, 5 consistently for the Chaska senior.
Yeah, that's just how Boyle's always been. It's maybe 5-6 yards in a cloud of dust typically. He's always falling forward for those extra yards. That's what separates him.
Shotgun snap, screen to number 28. That's Atterbury. Atterbury pushed out of bounds just past midfield. First catch of the night for the Chaska junior Carson Atterbury, 5'10", 165, and it's a gain of 3, brings up 3rd and 4.
Yeah, Carson Atterbury, honestly, with the ball in his hands, he's about as dangerous as anybody else on this roster. He's always been a good football player. His instincts are second to none, so I like to see them getting him involved here. He's able to scratch and claw, get 3, 4, 5 yards, maybe open stuff up later on.
Hawks go 4 wide once again, one in the backfield. Motioning is Carver Miller. Sanders keeps, but he's swallowed up, so had the option for Miller, but just a little too late. Sanders is forced to eat it, and he comes off hobbling a little bit.
Yeah, it's a good job there by Sanders to keep that ball. Honestly, it was probably a give on that read. He misread it, but he minimized his mistake there by holding on to the ball, not trying to do too much by throwing it to Carver Miller and losing control.
Sanders definitely hobbling his way to the bench. We'll be sure to watch that. The Schaefer punt gets caught up in the wind. Takes barely even took a bounce, getting maybe 1 yard for Chaska to the 26-yard line. St. Louis Park will take over there. So the Schaefer punt pins the Orioles down at the 26. That's where they'll take back over. But story here, Sanders on the bench being attended to. Doesn't look like it's anything too significant, but obviously something Coach Dahl and Coach Susner are going to want to watch.
Yeah, the trainer's still working with Lorenz a little bit on our sidelines. Looks like offensive coordinator Jamie Susner's talking with Sanders right now. Sanders sitting down. He seems to be okay.
Mason McGowan is the next man up. Number 16, the junior, would presumably take over at quarterback for Chaska. Here's Ross, the big running back for St. Louis Park, barreling up ahead across the 30. Boy, that's a big body to have in there at running back.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he kind of got a little Jerome Bettis to him. He just gets downhill. He's kind of built like that, the truck or a bowling ball. Dahl wasn't very happy with giving up that quick 6-7 there.
Second and 4 after the gain of 6. Dvorak looking to throw. This is a free play for Chaska. Big hold in the backfield. That was Zachariah Johnson, who basically bear hugged Brian Mercer, and Chaska's going to back St. Louis Park up 10 yards here.
Yeah, when you see multiple pieces of laundry on the field, it's typically a pretty blatant call. Just take a peek in the backfield, and Mercer's laying on the ground with 2 Orioles on top of him. He must have caused quite a bit of havoc back there to get that call.
Appreciate you joining us tonight from Chaska High School, bearing the elements here. Rain starting to fall a little bit, but mostly just the wind that's causing issues at this point. Dvorak in the backfield, 2nd and 20 here after the holding penalty. St. Louis Park senior throws over the middle to Walsh, fellow senior. It's hauled in, but just shy of the sticks. And we have a penalty once again.
Yeah, you can't put yourself in a hole. I mean, they did get a nice 10-yard strike there, but obviously after the holding penalty, it's not going to be enough. Sanders now being checked on by the trainer. He's jumping up and down a little bit, looked to be moving all right.
Still waiting for the word on the penalty here. It's against St. Louis Park because the referees are conversing with Dahl. And it is a legal man downfield against St. Louis Park. So nullify the 10-yard gain, and it'll back him up 5 more yards.
Yeah, the temperature's definitely dropping now.
Yeah,
winds are ripping.
Try to cover our microphones here, but we are up above the press box at Chaska High School, and not a lot we can do about the elements here.
Yeah, now you can see why Schaefer's punt didn't go too far.
2nd and 20.
Yep, so Chaska's going to go into a cover 3 here with the trips on the top side.
Dvorak option, pitches. This is Ross. Ross swallowed up at the line of scrimmage, though. Nice defensive play made there by Chaska.
Great pursuit by Mercer coming back from the injury, getting out there. He's out in the open field as a defensive end, being able to make that play on a running back that's as quick as Ross. That's really impressive, especially after coming back out after that stinger.
3rd and a country mile here for St. Louis Park. 3rd and 25. After the maybe a short gain.
I would expect maybe a screen here from St. Louis Park, nothing too dangerous.
Dvorak looking to go deep. He's under pressure, nearly threw an interception.
And he got walloped for the effort there. Big time hit by number 74, Leo Smalley there right on the sidelines.
Was looking in the range of Chris Walker, but pass fell incomplete. You're right, Mike. Nice play by Leo Smalley.
Yeah, it's just good pursuit by our defensive line. They're just consistently getting after that quarterback. You know, staying in their rushing lane so they're not opening anything up.
.6:38 to go, second quarter rather. The St. Louis Park punt nearly blocked. Good spiraling punt though. Carver Miller calls for the fair catch at midfield, and Chaska will take over with quality field position once again with 6.5 to go in the first half. Thank you to our sponsor, BU by Allison, LuLaRoe Shop in downtown Chaska. Located at 113 East 2nd Street, this locally owned boutique has something for everyone in women's fashion and accessories. From denim, sweaters, hoodies, leggings, and more, stop by to see the latest fall trends. Contact Allison to make an appointment or visit the shop during their next open hours. You can also find the shop on their website at www.bubyallison.com. Chaska takes over with the ball once again at midfield. Sanders is back in the game. Hands off here to
Turner.
Reese Turner. And some extracurriculars after the play.
Yeah,
Henry Bendixson throwing the Chaska Smalley around.
Kind of surprised that there wasn't at least, typically the ref will step in and maybe say a word or two to the player that does that, but no warnings, no flags, they're just letting them go.
Sanders and Turner occupy the backfield for Chaska. Handoff goes to Turner. Turner finds a gap, and he's up to the 43. Brings up 3rd and short.
Yep, good job there by Reese getting up, knifing through the defense. That's at 6 yards that the Hawks needed. Now we're in 3rd and manageable. Probably 2-down territory for the Hawks here. It's interesting. We've obviously seen Boyle, but we haven't seen too much of Boyle here recently. It's probably because he's coming off that 42 carry game.
Obviously, Chaska wanting to preserve him for next Saturday. Obviously, quite a ways away, but the next Chaska football game will presumably be next Saturday, the 30th, day before Halloween. Will be a section semifinal. Obviously, nothing solidified yet, but Chaska looking down at the first round bye. Mankato West would get the number 1 seed, Chaska the 2.
Sanders is pretty visibly hobbled out there. When he came off the sidelines, he was limping pretty good. As Chaska goes into that heavy set that they like.
Boyle, the first down and more. Boyle with a head of steam, lowering the shoulder. It's a first down. Boy, that's just what Jack Boyle gives you consistently play after play. You can always count on him.
Yeah, and what makes it extremely difficult for, defenses is in that 3rd and short, 4th and short situation, they typically bring out their goal line defense. So as soon as Boyle gets past that first line, then it kind of opens the floodgates. You can usually gain about 7, 8 more.
4.5 to go. First half from Chaska High School. Boyle once again the ball carrier, gain of 8.
Yeah, with Sanders being, like I said, he's visibly hobbled here, it's really going to be important for them to get that downhill running game going, because he might not be able to, pull it and take it like he typically would, because he's such a good runner in his own right. So the power or isolation offense is going to have to be key.
Rain's starting to come down here. You can see it in the lights. Handoff, Boyle once again off tackle.
Yeah, Boyle had no business getting 2 yards on that play. He was hit in the backfield. He's able to scrap forward, and it looks like he might have a first down. Yep, and he does.
Boy, that's just not much you can say other than it's impressive what Jack Boyle's able to give you on plays like that.
Honestly, like when you're watching it, it just shows he wants it more.
Yep.
He get first contact never brings him down. Second contact, he's usually falling over the top of him, and the third contact is the only thing that stops him.
Wind direction has changed. Chaska now working towards the wind once again. Boyle finds a hole, and Boyle's free. Touchdown, Chaska Hawks! Jack Boyle, touchdown number 16 on the year.
Yep, that offensive line kind of opened that one up like the Red Sea there. Boyle basically untouched, in for 6 from about 20 yards out. That was a great job there by the Hawks, and they go out and regain the lead, something that they're comfortable playing with.
Ezra Hudson staring Jack Boyle right in the eyes, but a great cut made by the Chaska senior, and after that it was all green and a little bit of purple in the end zone. Chaska back on top. Jack checked that. Nolan Kemp's extra point is up and perfect, and the Hawks are back up by a score.
Yep, that was just great execution there by the Hawks. Good job. They only running plays. That's kind of the way the coaching staff likes it. That's Jamie Susner's style. Get downhill. Not even a lot outside. It's typically just isolation football. Just so we're going to put a helmet on your helmet. We're going to beat you. Good job there by the Hawks. Nice to regain the lead as the weather starts to take this turn. It's a big thing. Once, maybe you get another score in, and all of a sudden the Orioles start to think it's really cold out here. I'm not happy in the rain. Let's get out of here. So good job there by the Hawks.
Like to give a big shout out to Ryan DeSalt and the team at Five Guys, located at Flying Cloud Drive and Eden Prairie Drives in Eden Prairie. Five Guys provides their great handcrafted burgers and fries to help feed our players during the season, and we know how much the guys love that. Next time you're hungry, stop in to Five Guys. So Jack Boyle passing that 1,000-yard rushing mark on the year and getting his 16th touchdown, but most importantly, giving the Hawks the lead. Krause will pooch it right around the 30-yard line, hauled in by St. Louis Park. Good return, though. A lot of space for number 81. That's Ben Farley. Quality return from the St. Louis Park Jr. That's not something you see very often when Chaska runs that pooch. I think it maybe went a little deeper than they wanted it to.
Yeah, okay, it landed right around the 25, which is right where the first couple had been, but that one just didn't quite have the air under it. The first two did, allowed for them to, cleanly field it and get upfield and get some yards.
Bear with us as we do our best to clean the camera lens off here for you tonight. Try to do it at opportune times. Obviously, we're doing our best. We do want to give a big thanks to Brett Johnson for coming out as always, making the drive to help us produce this game, putting his equipment out in the elements. That's something we're really thankful for. Hopefully, Brett, next Saturday we have a nice Saturday fall afternoon. That would just be great. Maybe the temperatures will even be a little warmer. I'm not counting on it, though.
I hope so, too. I'm freezing. I should have dressed a little warmer. I wish I would have brought my boots out.
2:30 to go, first half. Ryan and Mike with you here from the Hawks Nest. Dvorak, quick handoff to Ross. Ross trying for midfield, stopped just shy though. Nice play made by a slew of Chaska Hawks. Christian Rolfe and Max Hatfield involved.
Yep, good job tackling there again by the Hawks. Now we've got about a 3rd and 3 or 4 situation. Looks like Carver Miller has come on to play a little bit of corner here in the obvious passing situation with only 2 minutes left. And that shifts Rector over to safety.
Press coverage by Boyle down low. They look for Ross on, check that. It's number 9 for St. Louis Park, Christian Ortega. The defensive specialist comes in and catches a pass for a first down.
Yep, that could have been a pick. It just is
yeah, you're right.
Very close to being a pick there for the Hawks. Ortega kind of caught that one on his hip, was wrapped up and brought down. I thought the ball might pop a little loose there.
Get a good look on our 5 guys replay. Yeah, you're exactly right, Mike. Caden Rector was in there. Nearly had himself an INT.
Good job run up there, or good run up the middle there by Ross. Chaska brought in Reese Turner, the pass rushing specialist, put him on that top side end, and they ran right at him. Reese obviously not one of those big heavies. He plays a running back on offense. He's about 5'10", 195, but bringing him out there to get after the passer kind of opens everything up for the big old lineman to get after him.
Timeout, St. Louis Park. As we can see the rain starting to fall here. It's mostly just a light rain, but it's blowing. That's going to cause problems here. Boy, give props to the Chaska band down there. Playing in the elements, the drum line, giving us some entertainment here at the timeout stoppage.
They're just staying warm down there.
Yeah, I don't blame them, man. That's tough. We at least have a little luxury tonight, Mike, with our tent. Have some sides on it. Out of the rain for the most part. Last broadcast we had, I should mention this. We unfortunately did have to cut it short. We were a little unprepared, to be quite honest, for the rain that came, and we just given the scenario, we decided that it wasn't realistic for us to keep going, having our equipment, not real safe to have our guys out here, so we decided to call it quits just a couple weeks ago. But we're back here tonight, more prepared. Definitely cold though on top here. We knew this would be the case. Here's Ross, gets the first down and a couple more up to the 35-yard line. Mike, I completely unrelated to football, but I was looking at 1 year ago today. We were under 8 inches of snow.
Oh.
I was out plowing snow at the golf course 1 year ago today. 8 inches of snow was on the ground. So just be thankful that's not the case.
Yeah.
Dvorak looking for it all, deep and just out of the reach of Brady Walsh. Chaska had double coverage on. Walsh actually had a step on his defender, but the pass was just overthrown.
Yeah,
would have been a good connection.
Walsh kind of quit on that route. If we're watching the replay here, it looks like right at about the 5-yard line he kind of gives up.
That's a good call.
He was in double coverage, but he did definitely he gave up on the route a little bit. And Carver Miller made a heck of an effort to almost try to go get a pick for the Hawks.
.108 on the clock, first half. Walsh in motion. Dvorak rolling out for Park, tosses it high and just out of the reach of Ben Farley. So it'll bring up 3rd and long.
Kind of lost in how good Carver Miller's game is like he's such a good offensive weapon, so good with the ball in his hands from the slot position as well as a returner. He is probably between him and Nono Kemp, they're 2 lockdown cornerbacks that really do a good job. And having Caleb Rector out there, his versatility, moving to safety with his good size, it's a huge help here for the Hawks.
Just over a minute left here in the second quarter. Dvorak on 3rd and 10. Chaska rushes a couple extra bodies, chasing him down, and it's a sack for Chaska.
Caleb Rector.
Caleb Rector with the sack, and it's a huge one. Timely sack for Chaska, and it'll bring up 4th and long.
Yeah, I apologize. Caden Rector moved to safety. Caleb Rector's the one that goes in there and gets that sack. If you watch the replay, great play there by Reese Turner establishing the edge. He does take a big lick from Ross, but it did force Dvorak to kind of settle down and allowed Rector to go after him. There's 52 seconds here left in the half. It'll be interesting to see if the Hawks be aggressive here or if they just kind of are okay with sitting on the ball and taking a lead into halftime with the weather being what it is and the defense for the Hawks being what it is.
52 seconds left.
Yeah, depending on ball position and field position, I would expect maybe one shot here.
St. Louis Park takes a timeout here, though, with 4th down coming up.
It's kind of surprising.
Yeah. If anything, I would have thought Chaska took the timeout.
Yeah, I thought so too. It's another one of those situations
yeah,
where
that's right.
Yeah.
We saw it a couple weeks ago. It was a little questionable.
Calling the timeout on the 4th down, giving the Hawks a little bit of extra time. It looks like they are going to go for it. I would maybe expect a pooch kick here. I don't know, though.
4th and 18 officially.
Yep, here's the pooch.
And Dvorak will back up and presumably fall into punting formation. The kick's away. It's a line drive. They're going to be lucky if this one stays out of the end zone, and it falls into the end zone, so it's a touchback. St. Louis Park backs Chaska up about 23 yards on the punt, but it's a touchback, so the ball will be placed at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, weather conditions being what they are, game situation and field position being what it is, I wouldn't expect any shots, specifically with Sanders and that bum ankle right now. I'd expect the coaching staff's just going to be content to take this one into halftime with that 7-point lead, knowing they get the ball to start the game as well.
Wind really picking up here now, blowing from the north. It was blowing from the southeast earlier. Now it's basically coming straight out of the north. So Chaska working into the wind here as they move towards their school. Handoff, Aaron Nash looking to evade a couple tacklers, stutter steps, and he's pushed down there. Chaska's going to let the clock run, and they could let it run all the way to halftime if they want. We'll see if they'll try to get a playoff, and it does not look like they're in any rush. .21 seconds left. Maybe they will try to get one more play, take a shot. Have DeSalt split out wide on the top of your screen, Carver Miller on the bottom. 10 seconds left, snap, handoff, Boyle. Boyle scampers up ahead for a couple, gonna be shy of the 1st down though, so the clock will run and the first half will expire. Chaska, after going down early in the game, comes back and scores 2 touchdowns and has the halftime lead, 14-7 on St. Louis Park. Mike, your first half thoughts?
Yeah, first half thoughts, obviously St. Louis Park came out and kind of hit the Hawks in the mouth with that quick scoring drive. Chaska settled down nicely, was able to respond with 2 touchdowns. Story for the second half, obviously, is going to be the weather. It's going to be Sanders and that ankle as he kind of limps into the locker room.
Yeah,
as
it's
we
definitely
speak.
a hobble.
Yeah, it's definitely bugging him. So it'll be interesting to see if he's able to come back out here in the second half because, Mason McGowan, they call him Shooter McGowan. He, the junior quarterback, he's definitely a different type than Sanders, so I'd expect Chaska to come out with a little bit different offense, maybe stick to that heavy set a little bit more, and just run Boyle downhill and trust their defense to kind of take care of business.
We'll be right back. Thanks for joining us tonight from a wet and windy Chaska High School Stadium. Hawks are up after one half.
I don't think there's really one moment that starts a comeback. We have the ability to overcome anything as long as we're surrounded by the right people.
I need a good group of people to trust, to work on my body.
I'll be back and I'll be stronger than ever.
I go, who are you? He goes, I'm the guy that's going to save your life.
Comebacks imply returning to where you once were. I want to go where I've never been.
Why is everything at Qdoba so good? Because we grill it, slice it, smash it, spice it, shred it, flip it, squeeze it, dip it, braise it, melt it, and saute it. Pour it, cook it, eat it, ate it. Roll it, cut it, mix it, roast it, press it, dice it, top it, smoke it, build it, salt it, pit it, scoop it, fresh it, toss it, and we do it in-house every day at Qdoba.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter.
And I'm Jan Rome of the Rome team. Last year, we were able to help our clients 72 times buy or sell their homes, bringing them to their next real estate chapter.
Sometimes people ask us how we do that. We listen closely to all of our clients, of course, whether they're buyers or sellers, so that we know what their goals are. When you're a seller, we partner with you, come to your home, do a marketing analysis, marketing plan, and help you prepare your home for success. Let us know if we can help you.
Soar Hawks!
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Thanks to your support, you've helped make MyPillow become one of the fastest growing companies in America. I'm interrupting this commercial right now. Retailers have canceled MyPillow, and to thank you for your support, I'm going to pass the savings directly on to you. Go to MyPillow.com right now to get deep discounts on all MyPillow products. For example, you can get my premium MyPillows, regularly $69.98, now just $29.98, the lowest price ever.
Swagelock of Minnesota, North Dakota, and Appleton are proud supporters of Chaska Hawks football. At Swagelock, our solutions are designed to perform under pressure, just like our Hawks football teams. We congratulate the Chaska Hawks on their 2019 state championship and wish them the best of luck this season.
Schramm House overlooks downtown Chaska and Athletic Park with a variety of indoor and outdoor seating with food and drink. Stop by before or after the game. They have an on-site kitchen with pizzas, Bavarian pretzels, and other delicious food. They're also the perfect venue for your next business or family event. That's Schramm House in Chaska.
Need a new driveway, sidewalk, or patio? Jensen Decorative Concrete has hundreds of colors and patterns to choose from. Call Jensen Decorative Concrete now through Wednesday and get free stamping with the purchase of a colored concrete project. 952-210-2692.
don't think there's really one moment that starts a comeback. We have the ability to overcome anything as long as we're surrounded by the right people.
I need a good group of people to trust, to work on my body.
I'll be back and I'll be stronger than ever.
I go, who are you? He goes, I'm the guy that's going to save your life.
Comebacks imply returning to where you once were. I want to go where I've never been.
Why is everything at Qdoba so good? Because we grill it, slice it, smash it, spice it, shred it, flip it, squeeze it, dip it, braise it, melt it, and saute it. Pour it, cook it, eat it, ate it. Roll it, cut it, mix it, roast it, press it, dice it, top it, smoke it, build it, salt it, pit it, scoop it, fresh it, toss it, and we do it in-house every day at Qdoba.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter.
And I'm Jan Rome of the Rome team. Last year, we were able to help our clients 72 times buy or sell their homes, bringing them to their next real estate chapter.
Sometimes people ask us how we do that. We listen closely to all of our clients, of course, whether they're buyers or sellers, so that we know what their goals are. When you're a seller, we partner with you, come to your home, do a marketing analysis, marketing plan, and help you prepare your home for success. Let us know if we can help you.
Soar Hawks!
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Thanks to your support, you've helped make MyPillow become one of the fastest growing companies in America. I'm interrupting this commercial right now. Retailers have canceled MyPillow, and to thank you for your support, I'm going to pass the savings directly on to you. Go to MyPillow.com right now to get deep discounts on all MyPillow products. For example, you can get my premium MyPillows regularly $69.98, now just $29.98, the lowest price ever.
Swagelock of Minnesota, North Dakota, and Appleton are proud supporters of Chaska Hawks football. At Swagelock, our solutions are designed to perform under pressure, just like our Hawks football teams. We congratulate the Chaska Hawks on their 2019 state championship and wish them the best of luck this season.
Schramm House overlooks downtown Chaska and Athletic Park with a variety of indoor and outdoor seating with food and drink. Stop by before or after the game. They have an on-site kitchen with pizzas, Bavarian pretzels, and other delicious food. They're also the perfect venue for your next business or family event. That's Schramm House in Chaska.
Need a new driveway, sidewalk, or patio? Jensen Decorative Concrete has hundreds of colors and patterns to choose from. Call Jensen Decorative Concrete now through Wednesday and get free stamping with the purchase of a colored concrete project. 952-210-2692.
back from Chaska High School, just about ready to get this second half going, Mike. A Chaska Hawks lead at halftime, but of the utmost concern for this Chaska team right now is the health of Braden Sanders.
Yes, Sanders didn't come out in warm-ups with the team. He stood on the sidelines instead, throwing with backup shooter McGowan, number 16, the junior. It'll be interesting to see if he comes out here and plays. It looks like he wants to gut it out. I don't know what the coaching staff's thinking in regards to that, but Chaska's going to receive the opening kick, so I guess we'll find out soon enough.
He's got the helmet on and the football in his hand, but the team started to run out of the tunnel at halftime, and he made an attempt at it and then just kind of hobbled the rest of the way out. So we'll see what Chaska will go with here, up one score. You know, if you were up, Mike, we were saying at the break, if we were up 3 or 4 scores here, you feel a lot more comfortable having Sanders sit out. Obviously, you don't. If he's hurt, he's hurt.
Chaska coming out with the hands team as well here,
yeah.
Ryan.
See what St. Louis Park elects to do here. The second half opening kickoff, Nick Kent, boom, through the back of the end zone. Impressive kick with the wind in his favor, but Nick Kent with a bomb to open up the second half. Touchback.
Yeah, it was a big kick. I mean, Chaska will take it. You know, they're fine with that. Minimize mistakes here. Let the offense go to work. It looks like it will be Sanders in there, so let's see how he reacts here. Sometimes when you sit on that cold ankle for the 15 minutes at halftime, it just tends to make it a little bit worse. He might just have to get a little loose here.
Sanders, yeah, it's a noticeable hobble as he's running out. Obviously, it wasn't likely that Chaska was going to throw the ball anyway a lot in this second half, but
yeah, I would expect to see Jack Boyle take a lot of direct snap in this half, specifically, and the Hawks can maintain the lead.
Handoff to Boyle here to open up the second half. Good for a couple-yard gain.
Yeah, looks like that's one of those patented Jack Boyle runs where it looks like he gets 2 and it ends up being 5 just because he's crawling forward. Yeah, it looks like Sanders is coming out.
Yep, Sanders has left the game now, so Jack Boyle will take over at the quarterback position.
I kind of like this. Jack Boyle and Reese Turner in the backfield. It gives you 2 dynamic runners.
Handoff, Boyle takes it himself up the middle, barrels right through the St. Louis Park's Thomas Moot, and he gets 15 extra yards out of it.
Yeah,
that's just what you get out of Jack Boyle.
Absolutely. So Jack Boyle, he did have a couple of missteps in the first half. He put the ball on the ground but was able to recover it. He also ran the wrong play, causing a sack in the backfield. That kind of limited a little bit of his playing time in the first half. He didn't see his, standard 20 carries in the first half. It might have ended up being a blessing in disguise with the Sanders injury. Boyle's going to have to, really carry the load here, and I would expect to see him a lot with the direct snap.
The guy who got 40 carries just less than a week ago. Direct snap once again. I guess it's more of a quarterback keep at this point. Again, if you've just tuned in here to the second half, Braden Sanders was rolled up on it. It looked like he was rolled up on at the end of the second half, or at the end of the first half rather. So he tried to run a play here, opening up the second half, but Chaska's elected to go with Jack Boyle at the quarterback position here on this possession.
Yeah, Sanders is still on the sidelines, and the coaching staff's here, probably pleading his case, trying to get back out there. But at this point, with the way the Hawks offense is run, I'm fine with this.
Boyle gets the call by himself once again, and he's free. Jack Boyle to the 30, and he's finally tackled at the 25, but an explosive play from the Chaska senior.
Yeah, here he comes, workhorse Boyle. He just flips the ball to the running back, walks right back into the huddle, looks over to the sidelines to get that play. I would expect to see, with Boyle carrying the load so much, what the Hawks are probably going to utilize is they're going to bring Carver Miller to the sidelines just to keep Boyle as fresh as possible. It might be Miller calling the plays in the huddle while Boyle, acts as that quarterback. And that's exactly what we see. Carver Miller's got such a great grasp of the entire offense that it's just easy to go through him.
Boyle calling out the snap and the cadence here. takes it himself, gain of 4. You're exactly right, though, Mike. Boyle just has those short gainers, but he just rolls forward, gets the extra couple yards, and a gain of 2 turns into a gain of 4 or 5.
Yeah, they don't really have to change the offense too much, and what this actually does is it utilizes Reese Turner as that lead back, which is something that he does so dang good. He's always in that when they're in their power position, but now Carver Miller's taking the snaps here, and Reese Turner's there in the backfield.
This one is going nowhere. Loss of 1 as Miller was the ball carrier.
Looks like it was a little bit of an errant snap there. Miller did a good job to handle it. Yeah, Miller's versatility and his knowledge of the offense, his just overall football acumen is just, it's so impressive to just be able to, I'm a slot wide receiver, quarterback goes down, all right, no problem, I'll step in.
Hawks pack it in, heavy formation here on 3rd and short. Another errant snap, potentially, the ball's on the ground, and St. Louis Park thinks they have it, and they do. It's St. Louis Park ball. It was a bad snap. Boyle had to reach down for it, then tried to catch the edge. I don't doubt he even ever had a good grip on that football with how wet it is out there, and it's St. Louis Park ball. A rare turnover from this Chaska team.
Yeah, that was a 3rd straight snap where it wasn't directly on target. The ball gets wet and it throws off. Also, it's just something that we haven't even spoken about. But taking a snap, from the quarterback position is somewhat of a skill, being able to be ready, understanding, when your center snaps the ball just because of the countless reps you take in practice on a day-to-day basis. It looks like, Boyle might not have been ready for that one.
So a takeaway for St. Louis Park gives them the ball back at the 24. Handoff to Ross, and he's forced out of bounds after a gain of a couple.
Yeah, good job there by Ross. He was able to fight off the tackle by Rector. Rector got a little bit of reckless there. He knows that Ross is a big back, so he attacked with his head down, and Ross was able to slip that tackle. Good job there by No Kemp to be there to pinch it and minimize any damage.
Mistakes when selling or buying a home can cost you money. That's why you need to contact Greg Butler of Edina Realty and put him on your home selling or buying team. Contact Greg at 952-484-8288 to get started. High snap. Keeper for Dvorak. Stuttering around, dancing a little bit, and he gains 1 or 2. Bring up 3rd and 7.
Yeah, good job there by Bovey playing the outside linebacker position. His numbers haven't been as gaudy as they were in the first game in the opening season, but he's done such a great job with his keys, recognizing play development, stringing that out, maintaining outside discipline, forcing it back into the help, and minimizing the run.
St. Louis Park splits 1 wide on each side. Ross in the backfield. Dvorak play action. Dvorak scrambling. He's going to keep it himself and be pushed out of bounds close to the first down.
The wide side ref wanted to give it to him, but the short side pulled him up about 2 yards short.
So it'll be 4th and short. St. Louis Park probably will go for this. They do have the wind in their favor if they want to punt, but I think this is a very gettable 4th and 2.
This is a really big decision here for the St. Louis Park coaching staff. I mean, I don't know if we're probably going to end up seeing that pooch situation. Expect them to go with a hard snap and then have Dvorak drop back and pooch it. Yep, there's that hard snap, and then they go.
They run. Ross up across the 35, and it's good for St. Louis Park. First down.
Yeah, that was a big decision that paid off there for St. Louis Park. You can't really give Chaska too many opportunities, and giving Chaska good field position is basically a death sentence with how efficient they are on offense. Not making them go on those long methodical drives is just, it's something that you can't afford. So good job there by the Orioles to gain the first down.
It's hard to compare anybody to Jack Boyle, but just obviously Ross has a little bit more beef.
He's just so
on him.
dang
He's just a
big.
huge dude.
Oh my gosh.
But he does the same thing. He'll just roll forward for a couple extra yards.
Yep.
So on that one, he needed 3, and he ended up getting 5 or 6. So Dvorak keeps it himself on the option. Tackle made by Chaska's Max Hatfield, his 67th tackle of the season.
He just puts up numbers.
Games.
You know, the outside linebackers I mentioned, Bovey doing a good job earlier of just maintaining outside edge. On the other side, Brendan Sewer does the same thing. They just filter tackles into Hatfield. He always finishes the job.
Wind's picking up once again here. The rain has subsided for the most part. Have a maybe a little drizzle out there, but it's definitely nothing like we had in the first half.
Turf is pretty slick though down there.
That new turf,
yep.
Only 3 games old here. Dvorak looking over the middle, has Walsh. Walsh breaks a tackle, and Walsh finds himself in the open. Up across midfield, it's an easy first down to the 37-yard line, and Brady Walsh with a nice catch and run for a first down.
It's a good job there by Walsh. He recognized there was a little bit of a broken play, followed his quarterback as he rolled over to the sideline, sat down in the soft spot in the zone, and was able to get the first down.
We were just talking about that slick turf. Max Hatfield definitely victimized by it there. Slipping right past the tackle as we cross the 5-minute to go mark here in the third quarter. Handoff, Ross plunging through a slew of bodies to the 36. Gain of 2.
Yeah, it'll be interesting here. We got Carver Miller out there at corner right now. We'll have to keep an eye on that, because another circumstance of Sanders going down is Carver Miller running in all the plays on offense as well as taking snaps at the quarterback position. It'll be interesting to see how much he plays on the defensive end.
2nd and 9, 4:19 to go, third quarter. Dvorak keeping himself off the right side, through a tackle, flag on the field, 2 flags. There's going to be 2 separate flags.
And that was picture perfect by Ben Bovey. Watch the replay. He'll engage the tackle. He'll engage the right tackle, maintain leverage on the outside, and he'll be able to push that and draw that holding penalty there. It's a great job by Bovey to just basically isolate that run, force it back into help, making the offensive lineman make a mistake, knowing that he was beat on the outside edge.
So back it up, St. Louis Park once again a holding penalty.
Seems like they are consistently in the 3rd and 20 situation here, Ryan.
That's the second time that they've been within, a reachable line to gain, and now they have 2nd and long, rather. The penalty retains the down, but
got a key on 19 Walsh here if you're the Hawks defense. He's been the go-to wide receiver so far for the Orioles.
4 wide, 3 on the top of your screen. Walsh is in the middle of that bunch. Dvorak rolls out to that side, tosses for Rigatuni. Rigatuni up to the original line of scrimmage and pushed out there at the 41, or the 36-yard line.
Yeah, back into more of a 3rd and manageable here now. One name we haven't called yet so far, and it's a good thing for the Hawks, is Giovanelli. Giovanelli's kind of their big play wide receiver. He only has 19 catches on the year, but 10 of them have gone for touchdowns.
Had 3 of them against Waconia a week ago, or last Friday rather. Tackle for loss for Chaska. Big 73. Caleb Rector brought down Ross in the backfield, and it's 4th down and long.
Rector's having himself a game out here tonight. He was a little bit nicked up early on in the season. He had an ankle issue, was in a walking boot for a couple of weeks, but he's really come back, and he's one of those guys that, as we get late in the year and as we, even think about next year a little bit, he's going to be the heart and soul, the leader of this defense and offensive line going forward for the Hawks. He's just such a dynamic player, such a good athlete at 260. It's just really impressive.
6'3", 280. You shorted him 20 pounds. Just a junior. 4th and long. St. Louis Park's going for it. Rolling out. Dvorak looking for an option. He's in trouble. Hit as he throws. The ball's lofted in the air, and it's caught by Walsh. A circus throw and a circus catch. He doesn't get much more lucky than that for St. Louis Park. Dvorak just threw that one up. 9 out of 10 times you see those get intercepted on 4th down, but it's hauled in by Brady Walsh, and it puts St. Louis Park within 5 yards of the end zone. Wow.
Wow. When Dvorak released that pass, that was, with all intents and purposes, that was a punt.
Yep.
Yeah, he had no intent to complete that ball. He got crushed by Rector again on the pass.
That's a tough break for Chaska, and it ends up being a touchdown for Deontez Ross. So, wow, Chaska thought they had St. Louis Park pinned on 4th and long, but Dvorak lofts one up into the jet stream of the wind, and it just finds its way into the hands of Brady Walsh, and then just the formality for Deontez Ross to rush into the end zone, and now the extra point on to tie Nick Kent.
You know, those plays, they hurt a little bit more than if it was a structured play that got you. You know, you had them dead to rights, and then it's just bad luck. And you can't do anything about it. You know, it's tough to recover quickly, and, you know, Orioles were able to punch it in.
Nick Kent's kick is good, so we have a tie game as the wind picks up once again, and now, Mike, the Braden Sanders injury becomes just that much more important.
Yeah, no, Chaska's going to have to put some points on the board, obviously. We're looking at a tie ball game here, 2:19 left, just over 17 minutes of gameplay left. Chaska's going to need a big player or two here on offense to get the job done.
Wind is gusting. Our tent is holding strong for now, but
maybe next year we'll invest more than $20 into our tent, as it's trying to take off here on us.
We knew we were going to see some inclement weather. It originally said it was supposed to start at about 6 o'clock. Then it's been backed up to about 8 o'clock now. Locally, it's 8:30. Still no rain. There is some on the radar, and now it looks like it might start to precipitate here a little bit. But the heavy stuff is yet to come down. We had heavy rain earlier today, right about noon. It poured.
Yeah, Kent's got a chance to put this one between the uprights with this wind.
And this one goes exact same spot it did last time, right through the back of the end zone. So we'll see how Chaska handles this now. Tie football game. Their quarterback is hurt. He's trotting out to the huddle, though. So Braden Sanders going to give it a try here. At least it looks like, well, maybe not.
Yeah, I think that it's
he's
more
just in the back of the huddle.
Support. Yep. He's going to be in there as a senior, as a captain. He's going to tell, rally the troops, say, pick me up, boys. Chaska knows what they need to do here. They haven't obviously been in this position without their quarterback, but they've played in close games. Waconia was close, Chanhassen was close, so they know how to finish in the 4th quarter. It's just going to be a lot more difficult without any passing attack. So Boyle takes the direct snap, and he's going to follow Turner up the middle. Boyle turning, and he's going to be just short of a 1st down, so we'll have 2nd and 1 from what looks like the 29-yard line here as Boyle follows Turner up the right side for 9 yards.
Thank you. Trying to make sure we don't lose our tent here.
Yeah, Miller running in the play again, and we got Boyle there. Did see a few practice snaps on the sidelines between Boyle and Rector. And there's Boyle. Boyle gets loose. He crosses the 50, 40, 30. He's getting chased down. He's all the way down to the 10. He was run down by number 23. That's a safety, Elise Mason. Great job there by Boyle. Good answer for the Hawks as they get it all the way down to the Oriole 10. They'll have 1st and goal from that 10-yard line.
I was really looking forward to hearing your touchdown call.
I know. I was looking forward to it, too. I had one dialed up.
Jack Boyle, yet another explosive play.
I was going to rip a he's loose, but I didn't want to jinx it.
10 yards to the goal line. Boyle plunging ahead, pushed up for maybe 2.
Not a lot there, but Reese Turner absolutely buried number 11, Thomas Moot, who's one of the leading tacklers for the Orioles. Moot's going to remember that one. Great job by 15, Reese Turner. He's such a complete football player. I talked about him a little bit on defense. His ability to bend at his hips and get low. He gets around the edge on defense, and he utilizes that in the run game as well.
Boyle direct snaps, skips a couple defenders. Boyle to the 3, and he stopped shy of the goal line.
And here come the heavies.
Well, we'll see this heavy package that Chaska's well known for as we approach the end of this third quarter. 20 seconds and running. We'll see if Chaska's going to try to get a playoff. Looks like they will. Going into the wind here, not that it matters. This ball's going to stay on the ground. Boyle going to keep it for himself. Boyle looking for the goal line. There's a pile of humanity at the 2, and St. Louis Park has stopped them for the time being. So it'll bring up 4th and goal from the 2 or 3 yard line, but the third quarter has come to an end. St. Louis Park ties the game. Will Dvorak to Brady Walsh to get St. Louis Park within scoring range, and then the punch into the end zone by Dantes Ross for his 4th touchdown of the year. And we are tied, headed to the 4th quarter. Legacy Wealth Advisors is an independent financial services firm located in Chaska, and they base their practice and trust on lifelong relationships, providing clients with financial clarity and freedom to pursue their careers and personal dreams. Nice to get a text from Jeff Hansen today of Legacy Wealth Advisors. Appreciate you checking in. The Rome team of Edina Realty has helped thousands of families expertly transition into a new home. Emily and Jan are known for their service, integrity, and results, and they partner with clients to prepare, price, and sell their homes. Whether you're buying or selling a home, put the Rome team of Edina Realty to work for you. Go to www.rometeamrealestate.com to learn more. Swagelock of Minnesota, North Dakota, and Appleton are proud supporters of Chaska Hawks football. At Swagelock, our solutions are designed to perform under pressure, just like these Chaska Hawks football teams. We congratulate the Chaska Hawks on their 2019 state championship and wish them the best of luck this season. Fresh and clean environment greets you as you walk into the Chaska Laundry Center. The friendly attendants are there to assist you with all your laundry needs. For those of you that are busy, the Chaska Laundry Center offers free pickup and delivery. Check out www.chaskalaundry.com for more details. All right, Mike, 4th down. Chaska's Boyle will head up the heavy set. It's from 2 yards out. Boyle to the goal line. Still no signal. Touchdown, Chaska Hawks.
Boyle fought, scratched, and clawed for every inch there, and he needed every single one of them as the tip just crossed the goal line there. Great job for the Hawks with a big-time answer to regain that lead. I apologize about the wind here. I got a little excited. I dropped my sheet here that I'm using to block the wind, but wow. Big-time play there by Boyle. Proud of his coaching staff for trusting Boyle, trusting the offensive line and the players to go out there and get that hard-fought 2 yards.
How about Boyle? 40 carries just a week ago, and now the quarterback goes down, so here the head honcho of the offense, and he's performed, putting Chaska up by a score. And a little premature movement from the secondary for St. Louis Park will move this one a little closer.
Does Dahl want to go to the heavy package now? He's thinking about it down on the sidelines. Looks like they're having a conversation, but they might stick with that field goal.
At this point, you'd have to call a timeout. Well, I guess they haven't started the play clock yet.
Yeah.
Now they do, and Chaska will stick with the PAT team. And St. Louis Park trying to force them to jump. Nearly blocked again, but this kick is good by Boyle. So Chaska up 21-14. Jack Boyle, touchdown number 17 on the year for the Chaska senior. 3 tonight, and the Hawks are back up by a score.
Yep, that's where they're comfortable. Now the defense can kind of sit back a little bit, pick their spots, and be aggressive when they want to. If I'm the coaching staff for the Hawks, I'm definitely going to have a conversation with the referees about somebody being over the top of the center there. Looked like they brought quite a bit of pressure up the middle, which in Minnesota high school rules is illegal to have somebody standing over the center. Good job, though, there by Schmidt. Great hold. And the Hawks were able to get it done.
Schramm House Brewery overlooks downtown Chaska and Athletic Park with a variety of indoor and outdoor seating with food and drink options. Stop by before or after the game. They have an on-site kitchen with pizza and Bavarian pretzels. They're the perfect venue for your next family event. Schramm House in Chaska.
St. Louis Park spread out pretty wide here, anticipating that pooch kick. With the wind at the back, I'm not sure what we'll see.
This is Boyle, or Kemp who's kicking rather. Yeah, I think I might have said Boyle by accident earlier. This kick
stay in bounds.
Rolls into the end zone. How about that? That was headed straight out of bounds. But Kemp gets away with a touchback.
Well, after that, basically a Hail Mary of a play from St. Louis Park. It's nice for the Hawks to get a break there.
Annual hotspot for Hawks football fans. Heartbreakers Bar and Grill is outstanding burgers and pizza, and they have great food and drink specials as well. Heartbreakers is located in Chaska Commons just across the street here from Chaska High School, so get off the couch and stop by after the game to enjoy some delicious food and beverages on their new patio and beautiful fire pit area. 11:54 to go in the game. Chaska up 21-14 on St. Louis Park. Chaska looking to hand the Orioles their third loss of the season. Hawks looking to remain undefeated and go 8-0.
Yeah, good job there by the Hawks. Anytime they see motion to a trip set, which is what we saw from the Orioles on the top side of your screen, Chaska rolls into a cover 3 defense, and that allows the safety on the heavy set side to roll down, and it really makes running the ball difficult to that side. So good job there by the Hawks, just executing their game plan, knowing their keys, and a nice stop there for no gain.
Wind picks up once again. It's just been gusting, Mike. It's you look at the flag at the north end of the stadium, and it's blowing straight in from the north.
Straight into our booth.
Yep, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
Dvorak pushed out of bounds.
Yep, short gain there by Dvorak. Good job again by Bovee, stringing it out, able to get to that sidelines, give him a little lick for those 2 yards that he was able to gain. Nice job there by the Hawks, putting them in a third and medium to long situation. Reese Turner coming in on the wide side of the field at the bottom of the Hawks defensive line, hoping to minimize that rollout from Dvorak to the wide side as we get this third and long situation. Dvorak takes the snap. He's going to drop back, sneaks up through the hole. He's able to slip a tackle, but then is finished off by Hatfield and who is that? Hatfield, and it looks like it's number 5, Christian Rolfe. Good job there by the Hawks. Now we got a 4th and looks like 3 situation. Long 2.
So St. Louis Park down 1 score. We'll keep the... No, they'll punt with just 3 or 4 yards to gain.
Ross is the up back, so keep an eye on him.
They boot it right into the wind. Wait.
Get away, get away, get away.
Do you agree with that, punting there? I mean, you give Chaska a good field position if you don't get it, but you're punting straight into a 30-mile-an-hour gust.
I would have been in the mindset of maybe try that pooch, similar to what we saw in the first half. Leave Dvorak back there, give a couple hard counts, see if you can get somebody to bite. If not, drop him back and just let him just get something right over the top of the line, and hopefully you can get a bounce out of it. Otherwise we saw Schaefer try to punt into this wind early in the first half. It wasn't nearly this bad, and the punt didn't go anywhere. So, I mean, they gained 25, 30 yards out of that. With how Ross has been in the short yardage situation, though, I mean, I like to be aggressive, though, so I probably would have gone for it. Seen him in the up back position, I was surprised if we didn't get a direct snap, but you know what, the Hawks will take it.
Chaska back on offense. Boyle stays the quarterback. We can assume at this point that Braden Sanders' night is done. Turner, the ball carrier, was swallowed up right on initial contact. Loss of 1.
Yeah, Reese had nowhere to go there, but it was encouraging because that was the first handoff we've seen between Boyle and Reese, and the Hawks didn't have any issues with it. It might give them a little bit of more versatility, which they are lacking without a true quarterback on the field.
little bit of
the confidence of having Boyle handle the ball and be able to get that exchange.
Boyle, the ball carry up to the 45. Gain of 6. Third and marginal here for Chaska.
It looks like we got 3rd and 5.
Yep.
Probably 2-down situation here for the Hawks. Just with the way the offense is set up and how it's been rolling. If they did decide to punt, though, they would have the win, so it'll kind of depend on this next play here.
3rd and 5. Boyle the snap. He falls ahead for a short gain. Gain of maybe 2. Hawks will bring out the punting unit on 4th and 3 here. They do have very gusty winds at their back.
The Orioles have no one deep. It looks like they're going to elect to take a timeout, and they do. A little bit of confusion on the visitor sidelines there. Probably smart to call that timeout, but it might come back to haunt them in a game this close, Ryan. I know that coaching, as a coach myself, you hate to see those mental mistakes that might cost you in a game that's this tight.
So, Mike, week from Saturday will be section semifinal play. We do not yet know who Chaska is going to see. There's a hunch that it could be Chanhassen, but obviously playoff rankings depend on how things go tonight. Chanhassen's up big on Bloomington Jefferson, just a couple miles up to the north there at Storm Stadium. We can only assume that Mankato West is beating Mankato East down to the southwest, but what are your thoughts here as we look at another Chaska setup for punt here? Can Chaska make a run at it here? They're 8-0 in the regular season.
I mean, they've got the recipe. The system's in place, and it's shown effective. It showed effective in 2019. Last year they had a little bit of a different roster, but this year's a lot more similar to that championship season.
Line drive punt fielded by Chris Walker.
I think Chaska thinks they have it.
Oh, check that. It was Brady Walsh who had the return. He dropped it. He had a lot of room to run with that football if he could have caught that cleanly, but likely the wet conditions causing problems for St. Louis Park best hands man.
Yeah, in situations like this where it's not blatantly obvious the ball's going to get wet, you tend to be a little bit more loose with it than if it was, a game where it's downpouring or sleeting or whatever it may be, because you just have your radar up. You're a lot more cautious. In games like this, it's kind of a subtle wetness, and it can kind of get you.
St. Louis Park has to go 84 yards. They have 8 minutes, though, so this one hauled in by Walsh. Yet another fortuitous bounce. That tipped right off the hand of a Chaska D-back and right into the hands of Walsh.
Yeah, that was right through.
Get a look on the replay here.
I think it was Mueller. I'm not sure, though. Nope, it was probably Rector is what I'm guessing.
Yeah, right through.
Number 5. Looks like that was Rolf.
Rolf. Something that I've been really impressed by from Dvorak tonight is just the elusiveness outside of the pocket.
Yeah, he showed it last year.
Yeah.
I mean, he's definitely a complete football player.
Rolling out near side over the middle. Walsh once again takes a lick, but he stays on his feet. Oh, check that. It's Rigatuni, Stanley Rigatuni up to the 48-yard line, and it's a first down for St. Louis Park.
Yeah, that was a nice play by Rigatuni. Great to play again by Dvorak to just create extra time. He got his hips and shoulders in place, and he was able to complete the throw across his body, which typically you don't teach, but Dvorak's such a good athlete, he's able to execute it.
So St. Louis Park moving the ball once again. They dump it off for Rigatuni again. He slips. Oh, but he laterals it. Nice play to Ross, and Ross has a head of steam. Flag coming in, though.
That was blatant block in the back.
Yep. It was a genius play by Rigatuni to lateral to Ross, but unfortunately for St. Louis Park, this one is going to come back to the spot of the foul and 10 yards. St. Louis Park's coaching staff is livid.
Yeah, watch Caden Rector, number 22 here. He gets the block in the back. It's really obvious. Is he, or no, it's not. Yeah, it is Rector right there.
Oh, yep.
Yep.
81. That's Ben Farley. Just a boneheaded play.
Yeah. Ross was already almost clear of Rector. That one's going to help out the Hawks.
Great view from our on-site producer, Brett Johnson, and our Swagelock replay system.
Yeah, I don't know why they're moving the chains here.
Well, if he gained the first down and then it's because it's 10 yards from the spot of the foul, so it could still be a first down if he gained the line.
Let's see here where the spot was. Looks like it was right around the 42.
Oh, great job, Brett. Yeah, great look.
So the ball should be 2 yards back here still.
So some organization.
Gotta
do the chains. Looks like they're going to keep it as it is. So 1st and 10 from the 45.
I don't know how that works out because the foul occurred at the 42-yard line.
I wish we had a wire down to the timer, Jim Perrone, former veteran State High School League official. The white cap is now organizing the chains. They're going to say it's 1st and 5. Well, that's no better.
How does that work?
We'll have to ask Jimmy after the game tonight what the situation was with that. We need Gene Sterator, Mike, down to Jim Perrone in the press box below us. He's got the nice warm seats. Jimmy's got a cup of coffee and a bag of popcorn down there, and Mike and I are up here with our hands in our pockets getting rained on.
You know,
we're not complaining though. This is great. Fall
just,
football.
I don't understand how it's a first. Was the play a first down initially? I thought it was third down or second down when they ran the play. All of a sudden it goes to a 1st and 5. You know, at least give the Hawks a 1st and 10 if you're going to give them a first down.
St. Louis Park moves the chains on that play though. Rolling out, Dvorak calling a shot, hit as he throws, and this one is just sent to the sideline. Nice pressure applied by Chaska's defensive core of Brendan Sewer and Max Hatfield.
You know what, pretty soon, right now Dvorak's kind of dancing with the devil a little bit with a lot of these off-balance throws from his back foot where he's just kind of heaving it upfield. Hopefully at some point the Hawks can get underneath one of those.
2nd and 10 following the incompletion as the wind once again starts to blow in our face. We have a whistle. Ball was inappropriately placed. And with 6:42 to go, dump pass for Ross. Ross looking at the sideline, runs out of bounds at the 32, just shy of the line to gain by about 4 yards. Long 3 maybe.
Yeah, but it looks like it's going to be about 4. Good job there by Rolf, working sideline to sideline, able to get over there and minimize the damage on that dump off. And obviously we know how deadly Ross can be in the open field with that big body and the quick feet.
6:35 to go. Orioles down a score. Once again, same play. Dump off. Ross slips on the turf. Wet conditions out there.
That was a really big play because they were in 4-down territory. They still probably are, but now it's a 4th and 8.5. It looks like versus maybe a 4th and 1 or 2.
Chaska bench having to get the student section involved here. Pretty quiet so far from the Chaska fans tonight.
I didn't see a lot of rain gear or coats down there on the students, so they're probably getting a little chilly now.
It's nice of them to show up in support though. Dvorak, low snap, pressure applied, hit as he throws, lofts it up, and it's incomplete. Chaska will take over on downs. Dvorak tried to make the circus throw once again. This time, luck is in Chaska's favor. And it's a 1st and 10. Turnover on downs, and this one looks good for Chaska.
Absolutely great job there by Brian Dahl, coaching the defense there. You know, he's been really patient as far as when he's going to bring blitzes, and now all of a sudden in that drive he started to dial it up a little bit. We see outside linebackers and inside linebackers, Bovey, Rolfe, we saw Hatfield in there. Basically everybody's getting after the quarterback now after kind of lull him to sleep the first 3 quarters.
Visit tcomn.com to learn more. Hawks.
Boyle taking the snap with Sanders still on the sideline. Boyle, second effort. I mean, there were 8 guys still blocking each other 5 yards behind him, and he's up there running for extra yards.
Yeah, I was thinking that was unfortunately only a gain of 2. I didn't recognize the fact that
That's
Boyle
Jack
surrounded
Boyle.
in
It's
white.
never just a gain of 2.
Boyle surrounded in white was able to carry him for another 6. Meanwhile, all the linemen are scratching and clawing at the line of scrimmage trying to gain an inch.
Gain of 8, 2nd and 2. Boyle once again looking at the chains, and it's enough for a 1st down. Just so impressive to watch this kid run the football, and you almost regret calling him a kid because he is a man, a grown man out there running over these fellow high schoolers.
I don't care 5A, 6A, 4A, wherever you are. Like, I'd put the Chaska Hawks short yardage offense and up against anyone. Let them go get it. The offensive line does a great job. The 2 up backs, Parker LeVar, Reese Turner, are so good. They bow out at the edges, and they just give Jack Boyle a lane every time.
Once again, Boyle, gain of 6 at least, plunging up ahead, and a round of applause in appreciation of what this Chaska senior running back has been able to do tonight. He just has no quit.
Yeah, but you see, it looks like Carver Miller's running out of a little juice here as he comes over, gains the play or gets a play from Jamie Susner. Offensive coordinator runs it back in, calling in the huddle. Obviously, he's doing double duty, playing corner. He's also on all the return teams and special teams. Carver Miller not showing up big in the box score tonight, but man, I guarantee he's going to get a lot of love from the coaching staff.
Boyle once again bouncing off the edge.
Looks like he's got it.
At the sticks, and it's a 1st down. For Chaska at this point, just looking to ice this one away, up a score. Don't turn the ball over. 3:45 and ticking.
Zachy Omar is a little hobbled, and he's going to drop down to a knee. Looks like an ankle situation.
So with Omar down, it gives us a chance just to remind you that we are anticipating a Saturday, October 30th afternoon game as the section semifinal. The Hawks will likely get a 1st round bye and then host a section semifinal right back here. We are planning to broadcast that game right back here. Hopefully some better weather for that one. And then the section final will likely be at Mankato West, so if all high seeds prevail. So that's a look ahead at the section playoffs, and we'll be right back from Chaska High School. Zachy Omar being helped off the field by a couple teammates. Obviously tough to see on senior night for Zachy Omar, great kid.
We almost lost our tent here.
It's really picking up.
Omar was able to get up after the play, put a little bit of weight on it, and then he dropped back down to a knee. He's being helped off now by Bovey, and it looks like Evan Cummings. As Boyle rumbles up the middle, he's able to gain 4 yards as Ryan goes down to bat, or goes out to bat down our hatches.
I'm just gonna stand here and watch on the screen. So Boyle up ahead. Boyle well over the 1,000-yard rushing mark on the season, Mike. I mean, if that doesn't tell you enough, what else can we say?
Yeah, Boyle, he's just a special talent. He's a great kid, hard worker. I mean, we talk about it ad nauseum. He's so crucial for this team with his versatility and his ability to get downhill.
Boyle off the right side this time, bouncing off a couple tacklers, and he's finally hauled back by a whole bunch of St. Louis Park Orioles. It takes more than one to tackle Jack Boyle.
Yep, Hawks into a 3rd and short now. They go to the heavy set.
How much time we got left, Mike?
Looks like we got 2:24 and running. They'll probably have to get one more play off before this 2-minute warning here.
Stoppage on the field. Chaska had too many bodies on the field. And it's a timeout for Chaska. We'll step aside here momentarily. 3rd and 2 coming up when we come back. At least the winds help. Boyle out of the timeout, up the middle. Boyle trying to break a tackle, but he's brought down before he could break free. 22-yard line, and it's a Chaska Hawks first down.
Yeah, that's what we talked about, Ryan. Anytime they get into that heavy set, they break through that initial line. Instead of getting that 2 or 3 that you'd expect, it ends up being 9, 10, 11, 12, because they don't have any secondary tacklers. Good job there by the Hawks, opening it up a little wiggle room for Boyle, and Boyle to get downhill.
Fresh set of downs for Chaska.
Omar Zachy looks like he might be ready to check back in here. He had that ankle test on the sidelines.
Boyle jumping over a pile. Timeout on the field. St. Louis Park gonna start expending their timeouts.
This is where that timeout that we talked about,
yeah,
that punt situation where they didn't have a deep man, really comes back to haunt them.
1:33 on the clock. Been a full workload for Jack Boyle tonight. Braden Sanders is out with an ankle injury. He still has his helmet on the sideline, but he was injured right before halftime. Came out of the tunnel, tried to run out of the tunnel, and just couldn't do it. So ran the first play from scrimmage in the second half, and haven't seen him since then. So Chaska just going to play it safe with their starting quarterback here. Give him the 11 days to rest before presumably playing next Saturday. Is that right? Yeah, 11 days.
Yeah, it looks like Sanders, he's out of the game, but he's always the first person congratulating his teammates on the sidelines. He's moving around a little bit, which is a good sign.
Well said. Boyle, direct snap again. Boyle through the first line, and luckily for St. Louis Park, Daryl Kemp was there to bring him down.
Yeah, great job there by Boyle on what was a little bit of a broken play. Nash came in to fill in for Reese Turner, who's obviously playing defense and offense. He's been playing the entire second half. Nash was working as the up back, ran across the formation, ran into Boyle a little bit. Boyle shook him off and was able to go get 6.
3rd and 2. Chaska still looking into the sideline for the play call. Clock running with 50 seconds left. So St. Louis Park, content to let this one run out.
This is going to be 4-down territory for the Hawks regardless, because you don't want to put a field goal unit out there and have it get blocked and return to the house. So
So the Orioles will conserve that timeout for what they hope is one last chance on offense, but 37 seconds left, and Chaska takes a timeout to avoid the delay of game penalty. 3rd and 2 upcoming here out of the huddle. Once again, want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight and bearing with us. The elements obviously not in our favor for games like these. We are high above the stadium here at Chaska High School, out in the elements above the press box. It's difficult conditions to be working in, but our producer Brett, camera operator Al, doing a great job tonight. There was a question about whether we'd even be able to get this game out on the air tonight, but everybody's done a great job. Also want to send a big thanks to Tony Schaefer and John Summer of the Chaska Booster Club and Athletic Department. Always instrumental in getting these broadcasts out. Zach Schaefer close to the line. No signal yet. They're stopping the clock, but it's because St. Louis Park takes a timeout.
looks like they got about a half a yard left to go here, Ryan.
They're short.
Like I said, they're just going to bring out the heavy set offense. No need to kick a field goal in this situation. Chaska's field goal unit hasn't been the best so far this year, but you just want to minimize risk at this point. Putting the field goal unit out there, if something goes wrong, it gets blocked, that could cause an issue. In this situation, you get a chance to go get the first down to seal the game. If not, you're forcing them to go about 85 yards down the field on one of the best defenses in the state, regardless of class.
With no timeouts, yeah.
Yep.
So that's St. Louis Park's last timeout with 32 seconds left, right?
Yep, 32.5.
And a first down here wins the game for Chaska. Fourth and 1. That heavy set, as successful as it's been, it's hard to imagine they'd go with anything other than that.
Yeah, I mean, this is a situation I'd probably even go on set here, try to catch them a little bit off guard. There's no reason to do anything different at this point. Just let Boyle go right up the middle, get that tough yard.
Shotgun snap. Boyle pushed back, but then he recovers and gains the first down, and that's gonna do it. The clock will run after the chains get set, and this one will be over. The perfect season for Chaska will be complete. The perfect regular season, rather, as Boyle's on the ground, down on the turf. Yes. Oh, that would be killer.
This is why earning that first round bye is so crucial. You get down late in the season, and these injuries start to pile up. The weather turns a little bit, makes it difficult. Boyle's still down on the ground. He's being seen to right now by the medical staff. He is grabbing, I believe, his right ankle.
Chaska already down their quarterback Braden Sanders at halftime with an ankle injury. This would be.
Boyle's able to pop up. And
it's just so hard to believe Jack Boyle would.
He's a horse.
No matter what his injury is, he's not.
He's a horse.
26 seconds left. Chaska, all they'll have to do is kneel on it. Actually, they won't even have to. This clock will run on the official signal. It looks like it'll be Carver. No, it'll be Shooter McGowan. Mason McGowan in to take the final snap of the game. If they even need to, they'll snap it just to get it over with. And they'll get a snap infraction.
And there's, false start.
A little bit of a hitch on the snap there from...
It's unfamiliarity with the call there.
Yep.
I mean, that center and quarterback relationship is so important. Anytime you take away one piece from that battery, it just changes absolutely everything with the rhythm of the offense. And that's going to stop the clock, too. Oh, no, they let it run. There it is.
8-0 for the Chaska Hawks. The perfect regular season now is complete. Chaska beats St. Louis Park 21-14, and the defending 5A state champions head into section play with a perfect 8-0 record. Congratulations to the Chaska Hawks and head coach Brian Dahl. Great performance tonight. After going down by a touchdown early, they come back and win 21-14. St. Louis Park finishes the regular season at 5-3. Seeding for this section tournament will be completed tomorrow morning, and we will know exactly who Chaska will host, likely on Saturday, October 30th in the afternoon. That game, more than likely, will be broadcast on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Mike, your final thoughts?
My final thoughts are good job by the Hawks. They fought through a tough game. Obviously, they didn't get a lot of breaks tonight with a couple bad bounces going against them. My big takeaway is watching Jack Boyle go through this line under his own power, walking through it with a minimal limp. It's time to go get healthy over the next 10 days.
So Jack Boyle rushes for 4 touchdowns. All three of Chaska touchdowns rather. Ellipses the 1,000-yard rushing mark for the year, and he's our most valuable player of the game, no doubt. Hopefully he comes back healthy a week and a half from today, and very importantly for Chaska, hopefully Braden Sanders is able to heal up that ankle. For Brett Johnson and Mike Schmid, and for myself, Ryan Paul, from a windy, cold, and wet Chaska High School Stadium, we say so long. The Hawks are 8-0 in the regular season. We hope to see you back here on WatchCHPN.com.